Titan are they're trying to will it to happen, to make it through the groups. And it's just not going to happen here in the end, as Exist gets a perfect spray down. He does get caught out by Screen, but again, Screen 1v4. Forrest is there to pick him off. And Titan, I mean, it is just not happening. 13-1 the score. And Titan force buying, of course, because this is the 15th round, the last round of this first half. And what can possibly be going through Shoxy's mind at this point? I mean, he comes from a team that wins majors to a team that gets 14-1. Well, it's not the end of their half yet, but...
Yeah, but it's not far off. Shox, you know, he is kind of the guy you'd expect to try and carry it through. I think he did get 32 kills on Cash, so, you know, he's trying to drag his team back in the game right here. Smith's also picking up a kill on Freiburg. Alu on that corner, going to take one, looking for a second. He's going to get it as well. Existence and Smith both gone. He's still here. 19 health, one grenade, and he would be gone. They're getting close. Scream going to come around the corner, and they trade, but then the auto sniper going to saw them to pieces, and it's down to RPK in a 1 versus 2. He's got the deagle and plenty of time. I'm not sure Exist realizes he's reloading. Did he catch RPK then?
He just heard the deagle, though.
He did, and look at that. Spamming away. 14-1 NIP. I don't know how they do it.
I think I mean, it's hard to analyze a train wreck like this, apart from the fact that it's just the team. There is no longer any team on Titan. They're trying to, but they just keep, this is where it just gets desperate. They just rush out into these situations where NIP have got the crossfires established. They're not making, I mean, even when they try and make use of the nades, it's the little finishing touches. It's the delayed flash that would flash Alu and allow them to get out. It's these sorts, and flash on long that would try and break up that crossfire. These things aren't really happening for Titan. They're just kind of, you know, going through the motions mechanically at this point. Oh, we need to put this smoke, and then you run out, right? And then, oh, well, actually we forgot the flash. And then it just doesn't, it's not going to work versus NIP. I mean, NIP, if you give them the chance, when you have 4 guys sitting on 16,000 pretty much at the end of the half, yeah.
What is so weird is that NLIP, again, historically, and for any newcomers who are out there who haven't watched, there's a reason we call it a classic coach, because they've been playing for such a long time. But historically speaking, NIP have always been very bad in best of ones. In the group stage, they've actually always struggled. And then once we get into, well, traditionally would have been the playoffs for best of threes because of the format here. You know, we've got best of 3 right now, and what always changes is that NIP really seem to step it up. They've got a certain strength for playing these kinds of formats, and I'm wondering if that's helping them out a little bit here. The look on Existence face.
Hey, it's a nightmare.
Is that like a prayer? Is that what we're seeing here?
I mean, this is disgusting.
Hands folded.
Not only have you not managed to make it out of the groups for 2 years now, since the first major in Titan's case, to go out like this, Anders, not like this.
No.
Not like this. I mean, this is. Well, we won't see Titan again, basically. They're going to go into their hotel rooms, and, you know, then we're going to have to just basically make sure that DreamHack put a couple people in there with them just so nothing horrible happens, because this is incredibly ugly.
I think Richard was trying to point it out at the beginning, and we've seen for some time that the Titan project has been a really hard one to make work, although, like I said, recently their form has been looking really good.
Oh, wow.
So
and look at this B-spawn. Look at this B-spawn from NIP. They're like, okay, boys, Kevlar train. Don't even watch mid. Don't even see how many people are going across. It's just full YOLO, Anders, straight in.
They are just going to go for it. RPK up here, and he's realizing now there's a lot of trouble. They trade places. Shox looking for the kill on Get Right. RPK taking 2 with headshots. Shox is there as well. And Forrest is going to get 1 in return, but it might not have been enough here. Great hold. Freiburg also dropping RPK, and Forrest fighting with Smith. He takes 1 more shot. They're turning it around. How could it possibly be? Existence going to take 1 down, and now it's Shox in a 1 versus 2. How did this slip out of their control? They made it so far in. Shox here taking 1, looking for the last headshot, but he can't get it. Freiburg drops him. It's 15-1. They should have won.
Sound microphone activated.
O, pasek bossa jest teraz na dole.
Oj.
Nie wracz mu nic. Chętnie.
Wideo. Ja się wyciszę.
U mnie na przykład nie walczy.